Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. Machine Ali on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Lamar now from the gun. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs, just as they did.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Motioning the tight end now. Lawrence working from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now toss it to Etienne. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ball game.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
To Parker, Washington. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Setting up the screen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time The plant was closed.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. A motion to tight end left. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Jackson now on 3rd. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Jackson keeping it himself. Still going through the 25. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10 from the 32. From the pistol, Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from them? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Here's Lamar. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Jaguars 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Hauled in by Myers. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Lawrence with it on 1st. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on 1st down, and Lawrence. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Counter give to Etienne. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Ali to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
This is Henry on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the air on third and long. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Here's ETN on first down. And he drives that one backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's third down now. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Back for the Ravens, LeJontay Wester. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Lamar's going to keep this one. The ball's out, he lost it. And it looks like the Jaguars got to it. Ravens to the line now, first and 10.
The offense retains possession.
They run it with King Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
In motion, the slot man right. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Looking to throw, Jackson. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion, because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Here's ETN to begin the drive, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's third down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the gun, ETN gets it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Lawrence. Behind the line, he lost that football. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we were all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
First down, here's Lamar. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now here's Lamar. Taking off with it again. Escapes a defender. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Lamar out of the pistol. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on second and goal. Lamar now from the gun. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Oops, knocks it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
For the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. One last play before the break.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This is Allen to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Now a give to ETN running right. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Man in motion here. From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and that sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Their own 49-yard line.
It's Henry on the carry. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Breaks the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
They're running the option, short side. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Henry on the option. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens take a third-quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 10. Tyler Luke to kick
All set
off.
up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Tootin now on the return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the gun, Henry. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Sending a tight end in motion left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. From the gun, Jackson. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now bring a tight end in motion right. Henry will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Back to Henry. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We got maybe a yard there, so a long 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He's making a bid for it. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
24, Jaguars 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This is Allen to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Jaguars take over.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Etienne again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Held in by Bateman over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. First down from the 42. They toss right side to Henry. Get some space around midfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards. He
motion the tight end over. Jackson now on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. Fourth down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Fits it through the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
1-yard gain.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Complete to Parker, Washington. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. They bring Thomas in motion. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The drive begins with Henry. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Back to the line they come, second down. Houston man is the tight end. He's going left. QB keeping it here, the second down option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. Third and long upcoming.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Here he goes, third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
26-yard line.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. They go right back to ETN. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens, third down. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Gets everything he has under this one. They're on it. That's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will take over beyond their own 40. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play. It's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Lamar now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Now Lawrence. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Putting a receiver in motion. Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
First and 10 from the 32. Another run for Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd.
It's a gain of 5.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
At the 27-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Jackson keeping it himself. There he goes again. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Trying to run with Henry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Gets it again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Shotgun snap to Jackson, and it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On for the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
Whoops, knocks it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. That's incomplete left side. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. To throw. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They strike for 23 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Desperation time here. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. So 2nd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silence because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.